All right, good afternoon, people. This is Ham Solo K0FYR. I am in the Cheyenne Mountain State Park. This is Cheyenne Mountain, and you can see the antennas just right over here. That's the antenna assemblies for radio stations and TV stations and some of the, governmental stations and things like that. I am here to try out a new antenna system, I guess you want to call it. So I wrote into, or didn't write in, I purchased an antenna system. Let's see if we can put a picture on here. This is a MastMount VHF Antenna Feed-Point model VM. And so I got that from PackTenna. It was in the neighborhood of, I'd say, probably $50-ish, and then shipping, okay? The recommendation is to put 2 different antennas on it. And so had to go buy these from HRO. This is the recommended Comet BNC 24 that PackTenna puts on the website. And so there are 2 of them. All right. And I am going to place that on the MastMount antenna system. And so on the little labels, one says ground, one says antenna, and that's where you put them if you're going to do it horizontal. If you're going to do it vertical, the one that says ground, you still attach to it, and then on the vertical, you go to this one and you put the vertical piece up. So I guess it's acting like it's ground plane. And I'm going to put that up and hoist it up on my Explorer POTA 20 mast, and then I'm going to feed it with some RG316, and I'm going to run it to my Yaesu FTX-1 and get on sideband and see how that's going to work. So I'm going to try to include the schematic photo of the configurations here. And so you're going to see the orientation when it's horizontal and the orientation when it's vertical right here in this schematic. And I'm going to try out horizontal first. And I'm going to call out here. I've got a pretty decent view over to Colorado Springs. That's all Colorado Springs down there, right? And so we're going to see if I can get out on single sideband. Don't know if there'd be enough people in order to do a park activation that way. But I'm going to at least fire up the FTX-1F and see how it goes. All right, so the way this thing works is I have zip tied it to the top of my POTA 20 mast. It does have Velcro that comes with the kind of loop through the actual adapter, and I have it wrapped around, but it's just a little bit loose and kind of spins because this is the skinniest part of the mast. I have put now the 2 Comet BNC 24s on here. They're 43 centimeters long. There is a gain on it, and they'll do 2 meters 70 centimeter anyway. So I'm going to do 2 meter sideband this way. I'm going to extend this out, and then I'm going to put it over here in actually a traffic cone in order to keep the mast standing up, because there normally isn't a whole lot of trees in the area. I didn't know which picnic table I was going to be able to get to. And so let me get that mast set up, and then go ahead and get the radio out and get everything plugged in. All right, so I have the radio set up here. Don't know if you can see the screen. So I'm on 2 meter single sideband on the VFO1. And I just opened up my log so I can see if anybody is out here listening. This is Kilo 0 Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Actually in Parks on the Air in Cheyenne Mountain State Park. Seeing if anybody's on 2 meter single sideband. 144.200 K0FYR. Not sure how much power I have going out. Oop. Radio setting. $10. So it set itself because I plugged into my Bio battery. So it set itself to 10 watts. Didn't hear anybody, so try again. This is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Looking for anybody on 2 meter single sideband, K0 FYR. So if you want to see the antenna up in the air, it is right there. If I got the whole thing in the picture, I can't even tell. Let me reverse the camera. All right, there we go. So I've got the antenna up in the air, and got the RG316 coming down, and it runs over here, basically right below the edge of the table, and then comes in and plugs in right here in the back. So that's the whole setup. So haven't heard anybody yet. This is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Seeing if anybody is out here on 2 meter single sideband in Colorado Springs, K0 FYR. All right. See if I can kick it up to 220, because I know that sometimes there's traffic on that. This is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo on 2 meter single sideband in Cheyenne Mountain State Park, K0 FYR. Anybody out there? Well, that's unfortunate. I didn't want the first time coming out to be a bust. Not sure if there's anybody I can contact that might be able to listen. I don't think there's that many people maybe during the day that's on 2 meter single sideband. So that's something to think about. So haven't heard anybody yet. All right, so after trying for quite a bit, I haven't heard any signals at all. And so what I've done is I've changed the antenna to the vertical polarization. And so I have one going straight up and one coming off the ground to the side. So let's try the vertical polarization on sideband and see if that helps. Just may not be anybody off in the afternoon. All right, this is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo on single sideband in Cheyenne Mountain State Park. Anybody on single sideband, K0 FYR? Well, nobody responded in the vertical mode either. So just think that there's probably not anybody available. I know that these guys have nets on different nights, and I think I want to say that the sideband net is usually like Thursday night, maybe. I don't really want to be out here for that late of a that late of a net out here when it's probably cold as you know what. So I guess I'm going to have to try it a different way, or try it a different test somehow in order to see if I can get this to work. Maybe I have to get some of the radio club guys up the hill to get on sideband, and I go into the fossil beds or something and try to get a hold of them, but it's only going to be like 2 or 3 people maybe. So try it again at some point. Anyway, this is Ham Solo, K0FYR 73.